what is the atheist? What is the new atheist you find countering the cosmological argument? What do they say to Big Bang and origin?
Yeah, I think ultimately there are theories like string theory and the multi-universe theory. But I think to a certain degree, what those do is they just kind of push the ball further down the road, right? Stephen Meyer says that the survival of the fittest doesn't necessarily get you to the arrival of the fittest.
Right.
What is that first step? How do we go from nothing to everything? And so there are some attempts at dealing with that. And actually, this is an interesting fact that Joe Rogan himself has been talking about publicly a number of times on his podcast, is that he says that he's interviewed a bunch of people, cosmologists and scientists and philosophers, and nobody's been able to give him a sufficient answer of how we answer that. Yeah. And I said on this podcast, a lot of people want to deny the virgin birth, but then uphold the virgin birth of the universe. I think,
Oh, that's devastating. That's pretty good.
Because, like I said before, why deny one and not the other? If everything can come from nothing, then is it that much of an impossibility for a virgin to be with child? Well, not really, and not considering that there's a lot more going behind that was predicted hundreds of years before that thing actually took place. And so that's where I think there's always going to be individuals who are going to attempt to come up with solutions to, and maybe they're very intelligently sounding, but I want us to actually think about these in a concrete manner and say, okay, everything came from nothing. Well, there are certain scientists out there who want to start playing around with the word nothing, and you find out, well, they're not actually talking about no thing. They're actually talking about something. And then we're back to the original question. Okay, well, where does that nothing come from?
Right.
If it isn't no thing, if it's actually something, I still have the question of what happened? What caused that spark? How did everything fit on a space smaller than the head of a pin and then turn into the universe around us?